Hi girls, today I am going to explain the operators in C++. So C++ has a rich set of operators. All C operators are valid in C++ also. All C operators are valid in C++ also. In addition, C++ introduces some new operators. First, I going to tell about the operators that are all used in C, also used in C++. So the operators in C are assignment, relational, bitwise, logical, assignment, size of, comma, and ternary operator. The extra new operators in C++ are member referencing operators, scope resolution, and other operators I will explain you in the end of this video. So arithmetic operators are the plus, minus, multiplication, division, and mod. These are all used in C. These operators are valid in C++ also. And then relational operators, less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. Relational operators compares two values. The value can be any built-in C++ data type. These are all some examples in relational operators. Here if x equal to y means the value of x is equal to y, it will return true, otherwise it will return false. Relational operators using integer values. Here the value of Jan is 44 and Harry is 12. In this comparison, Jan equal to Harry, but here the value of Jan is 44 and the value of Harry is 12. So these are not equal, so it returns the false value. You people already knew about this relational operator, so I just tell you what is what manner, that what are all relational operators and other operators in C++. But I will explain in detail the extra operators that are used in C++. So these are also some examples of relational operators. 8 less than 15, 16 not equal to 6, like that. Here the real values are also compared here. 2.5 greater than 5.8. Here this is false. And 5.9 less than or equal to 7.5. This is true. So this is the relational operators in C++. And then the next operator is logical operator. C++ has 3 logical operators: and, or, and not. When we use the operator not true is false and not false is true. This is opposite answer will be putting not in front of logical expression. Reverse is the value that logical expressions. And then the AND operator expression 1, and if both expressions are true, then the output will be 2, otherwise the output will be false. For example, here you see in the truth table, if both the expressions are true, the output will be true. If any one of the expression is false, the output will also be false. When both expressions are false also, the output will be false. The only one condition, the output will be true if both expressions are true. So that is the AND operator. And then the OR operator. In the OR operator, if any one of the expression is true, the output will be in the true form. You people see in the truth table, here expression A is also true, expression B is also true. The output here, this is the misplaced operator. Here you can use the double line operator for OR. If the both expressions are true, the output will be true. Here if any one of the expression is true, the output will be true. If both the expressions are false, the output will be false. So this is also some examples for logical operators. Here the value of x is 7, value of y is 5. Here in this expression, x greater than y, this is true, but this is false. So if any one of the condition is false, the output will also be here. This is the OR operator. So this condition is false, this one is true. This is true, this is false. If both any one of the expression is true, the output will be true. This is for AND operation. Here you can assign the same value for x equal to 7 and y equal to 5. X equal to, if you assign x equal to 5 and b is equal to 10, here the condition is false. So if any one of the expression is false, the total expression is false. Next, this is the order of precedence. In C also you people learn about precedence of operators and evaluation of expressions using according to the precedence of operators. This is the precedence of operators. First, the unary operators, or the unary operator has the highest precedence, and then the normal bracket has the highest precedence, and then star, division and mod symbol, and then plus and minus and relational operators, and equal to, not equal to, and or and equal to operator has the last precedence in the evaluation of expression. And then the assignment operator. Assignment operators are used to combine the operator with one of the binary arithmetic operators. These are all some examples of equal to operator. This is the shorthand operator. Plus equal to means it adds the right hand side variable to the left hand side. So here C plus means C equal to C plus 7, like that all the examples are given here. And then comma operator, this is the separator operator, and then the conditional or ternary operator. The conditional and ternary operator works like if statement, if else statement. If the expression 1 is true, if the expression 1 is true, it will execute the expression 2, otherwise it will go to the expression 3. The final result is stored in the variable. So here this is the C++ new operators. We have already seen two operators such as insertion operator for output, and the extraction operator also, input and operator used in C++. Here the scope resolution operator pointed to member declarator, pointed to member operator, pointed to member operator, and then the memory allocation operator, line feed operator, set W and delete operator. Here the scope resolution operator. The use of the scope resolution operator is this operator allows access to the global version of the variable. For example, when a local variable has the same name as a global variable, all references the variable name made within the local variable scope refer to the local variable. Here in this example, variable number is declared in the data type. This variable is declared in the global variable section. That means if you declare any variable above the main function, that variables are called global variables. Here within the main function, again the same variable name is declared, but the value is different in the data type double. So here you can see in this output statement, see out the value of number is number. Here the local variable answer will only display. If you want to print the global variable number, you have to mention the scope resolution operator. I will explain you in my next slide with the example. So this is the syntax for scope resolution operator, that is generated by the two column and then the name of the global variable. Here in this example, you people clearly seen how the global variable accessed use the scope resolution operator. Here the variable x is declared in the integer type and the value of the x is 10. This is the global variable because it's declared before the main function. Within the main function, the same variable x is declared, but this is the local variable. This variable has the scope between these curly braces only, but the x will be visible in the main function, and also if it has some subfunctions, the x will be alive in that subfunctions also. Here you can see in this output, the first statement cout x, it will print the local variable value 100. To differentiate between the local variable and the global variable, the scope resolution operator is used here. In the second output statement cout scope resolution x, this statement return the value of the global variable, that means the value 10. So this is the difference. This is the use of scope resolution operator. Once again I tell the Definition: when a local variable has same name as a global variable, all references to the variable name made with the local variable scope refer to the local variable. This operator, this scope resolution operator, allows to access the global version of the variable. So this is the use of the scope resolution variable. And then member dereferencing operator. The member dereferencing operator are used in class. A class contains various types of data and function as member. A C++ also permit us to access the class member through pointer. So record a pointer to member operator, which are, these are all the three operators. Scope resolution with star. This operator is to declare a pointer to a member class. And then dot and star. It is used to access a member using object name or pointer to that member. And then a hyphen, less than symbol and the star. This is the symbol used to access a member using a pointer to the object and the pointer to that member. I will explain these operators in my next classes. So after I starting the classes and methods, at the time I will explain you these operators. Okay, just I give the definitions only in this video. I will explain you detail after starting the class concepts. And then memory management operators. C uses malloc and calloc functions to allocate memory dynamically at runtime. You people studied about the malloc and calloc, that is used to allocate and deallocate memory. Similarly, it uses the function freeof to free dynamically allocated memory in C. Here in C++ supports these functions. It also defines two unary operators, new and delete, that perform the task of allocating and freeing the memory in a better and easier way. Since these operators manipulate memory on the free storage, they are also known as free store operators. These operators are also called as free store operators. An object can be created by using new and destroyed by using delete, as and when required. A data object created inside a block with new will remain in existence until it is explicitly destroyed by using delete. In C++, it supports dynamic memory allocation and free the memory allocation by using two unary operators, that is new and delete. Here this is the syntax of the new and delete. C++ uses using two unary operators to new and delete that perform the task of allocating. New is used to allocating the memory and delete is used for freeing the memory in better and easier way. A new operator can be create object of any type. The syntax of the new operator is pointer variable equal to new data type. Delete operator deallocate pointer variable. The syntax is delete pointer variable. For example, delete p. So this is the syntax of new operator. This is the syntax of the delete operator. And then manipulators in C++, there are three manipulators are used: endl, setw, and setfill. Manipulators are instructions to the output stream that modify the output in various ways. There are of two types, one taking arguments and other without arguments. Non-argument manipulator or endl, augmented manipulator or setw and setfill. Here the endl function is like same as the /n, that is used as a new line operator in C++. And then setw, this manipulator sets the maximum field width on the output. Setw, it causes the number or strings that follows to printed within the field x. This is the example for setw. Here in the output statement, the setw means set width. It allocates the 10 places. Here the output is Pritesh. From left to right, it occupies this first one P or I, T, C, H. The balance 3 fields are marked as blank. So the total width is 10, but the input given is only 7. So this is the use of set width. And then the set fill. It fills up the unused field assigned by the setw manipulator with the character passed as the argument to it. Because in this previous example, these are placed as the blank. By using the set fill, it will replaces the blank spaces with asterisk or 0 as your wish. So this is the example for that. Cout set of 9, set fill with